Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Glad to have you. Sometimes you get invited to places, you get the opportunity to see some extraordinary motorcycles. And today we're going to visit John, who's got some classic motorcycles, but he's got a brand new classic that I want you to see. Come on. John.
Yes.
By the way, thank you so much for doing this. I know you had to get all these things out.
Oh, it's my pleasure. They need a cleaning.
Let's go down to that first motorcycle.
Okay.
Because I'm a big Royal Enfield fan. I just drove the new one, and I really loved it.
This is a 1968, and its story was it was purchased new for the consulate in India.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, those are diplomatic plates on it. And
oh, wow.
The attaché to the ambassador, when he came back in 2020, 2018, somewhere in there, they were allowed to bring containers of tax-free. And he stuck it in the container and brought it back to the United States.
Wow.
So he did a little bit of work to it, and then COVID came, and he had a lot of problems registering it with state of Florida, and he said, it just soured the whole deal. So I bought it. It's exactly the way it was coming out of India, and so it sits.
Wow.
This is a 1963 Chang Jang. It was imported under a historically significant motorcycle because...
Honey, over here. This is the Chang Jang.
1963. Reportedly, it was in the chairman's motorcade. That's how they got the historically significant vehicle. A friend of mine did all the paperwork on it and everything. And I kept bugging him, sell it to me, sell it to me, sell it to me. And finally he relented and did. So,
well,
it's a fun bike to drive, not super fast. It just kind of putts along. It's a knockoff of the BMW R71s from 39.
Right.
But
which comes from the Russian Ural.
Which comes from the Russian Ural. They sold the tooling to China. It's a beautiful bike, but it's cheaply made, the Chang Jang. The Russian Ural has got a little bit of quality to it. We met the representatives from the factory out in Salt Lake and just fell in love with the bike. So we had it designed, custom built, and sent over to us. Great motorcycle, not a fast bike.
No.
It does, it can get up to 65, but it's screaming. I mean, its comfort zone is in the 50 mile an hour range. But as I said, it will climb a tree. It's got extreme low end. I'll come off a red light, and if I power too hard, I mean, that front end's coming up off weird gears. And then of course the Janus. When I was laid up with my foot surgery, friend sent me a text. He says, "Hey, I just saw the Janus. Have you seen them?" And I'm like, I don't even heard of it. And so I Googled it, and it was like, holy smokes, what a bike. It's basically all custom built. They have a whole laundry list of items, options, and...
I heard they have the tins are made just like they were back in the day. They hand wheel the tins.
And I'll tell you, it's frustrating as can be as you're waiting for it, because they'll tease you with a picture. Okay, your bike was up on the stand today and we did this to it. And it's like, well, why can't you just build it and be done with it?
No,
they do a little bit and then a little bit and a little bit. And so it's a nice riding bike. You have to keep the RPMs up a little bit to keep the horsepower up, but other than that.
So I have a couple questions.
Sure.
When you bought this bike, did you have to order it out of
Yes.
Indiana. Is it Indiana?
Yes.
How did you get to see it or do anything? Did you have to go up there to get it?
All I had was pictures on the internet, which were pretty. I mean, they were pretty good. Ordered it. A couple days later, I was looking at the. I went back to it a couple times, and asked a million questions on it, and went back and one of the things that hit me was if you pay in advance, you get 5% off.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh, that makes an awful lot of sense.
Yeah.
So I had already put a deposit on it, but they were gracious enough. They're like, yeah. And then the really odd part was they took a credit card. So I got 2% back on the credit card. So it was like 7% off. It was, plus they gave a discount for ordering it and free shipping. Free shipping, a little bit to be desired. They were, it was done for, I want to say the best part of a month before they got it to me.
Wow.
And it doesn't seem like that, but when you're waiting for it, Christmas is like.
I guess they ship it to you?
No, they have a guy that drives around the country with this big trailer. And they want him to deliver it because he actually gives you all the, okay, you got to have the kickstand up to start it. You got to do this and this and this. So
he trains you on it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't say extensive training, but he does run you through the rudimentary parts of it. So, and I think he takes a little more care of the bikes than if they just went with a commercial carrier.
It just seems like they've captured everything from the 20s and 30s.
Yeah, that's what I love about it.
And the light bags, I love those. And I would have gotten the red with the black frame.
I thought, I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, that's the color, because that just fits in back there. And not the bright red, it's the antique red.
Antique red, okay. Oh, and you got the tool bag up front.
Yeah, that was, I bought that aftermarket and then found out that they actually sell one for it. So
okay.
I think we had a little miscommunication because it doesn't quite match the other leather, but it's far enough away that I don't think anybody notices.
Yeah.
But it seems to be a really well-made bike.
Well, it's handmade. There's not many bikes handmade in the U.S. anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you're a custom bike builder. But this is about the closest thing there is to a custom bike builder.
Right.
I love it. I need one. As my wife looks at me like, you don't. I got to find out what the magic words were.
Well, I'll tell you a story. On my 59, I went up and looked at it in a Chevy pickup truck. So I went up and I looked at it, and it was just too good a deal. It was a very rare truck the guy had, and so someone had been there right before me and really lowballed him, and he was pissed, and so he was really easy to work with. So I came to the deal, I bought it. We come back and it was my birthday. We're going out to dinner, and we're sitting at dinner, and I just said, by the way, I bought a truck today. And she just continues eating, and I'm like, oh my God, did she hear me? If she didn't hear me, it was like 5 or 6 bitefuls later. She says, what year? She's a saint.
Definitely not new.
Well, we have, not including the motorcycles, we have 20 cars and trucks.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Maybe we should take a peek.
Yeah, if you want. They're not all here, but and some are in various stages of restoration.
So you're a car and truck guy. You're not really a motorcycle guy.
Not a motorcycle guy, really.
You've got a really nice little kind of collection of meaningful motorcycles.
Yeah, just something to accent it. So if you want to see what we got, we'll start this way.
Okay.
We start on this side. This is a 1953 5-window Chevy pickup. And what's extremely unique about this car, it's a long bed. They were all short beds back in the day.
Oh, right.
This one started its whole life on a pecan plantation up in Alabama. It was never registered, never titled. I bought it from the guy, and I'm the first one on the title. It's,
No kidding.
yeah, 1953. All that time sitting on a farm. So, and
This is extraordinary. How do you find these beautiful vehicles?
oh, this was not in this good a shape. You know, we spent a lot of time restoring this one. It was sitting in the guy's backyard, didn't want to sell it. Sat there, just talked with him about pickup trucks, and all of a sudden, you know, it's just in talking, he was in financial trouble. And it's like, well, you know, there's your ticket out right now. And so he's like, yeah, I guess I do got to sell it.
And you've got one of my favorite sports cars right here.
1950 MGTD. This is, we call her Maggie. This is Cecilia's car. We were at a car club picnic, and one of the members pulled up and it stuck a for sale sign in it. And it's like, yeah, we bought it on the spot. Okay, this is, close the hood for you. Come on.
What is that engine first? Oh, that's
That's
Dynaflash.
it's Buick Dynaflash. It's 8 in a row.
Yeah.
I had the hood open because I got to put a new battery in it. The story on this one, it's a 1938 Buick Special, 37,000 original miles on it, certified. It came out of a museum. All original. The interior's all original.
This is a gorgeous automobile.
It didn't have the dust on it. I mean, it shines like crazy. This is a great automobile. There's a museum in Pennsylvania put it up for auction. You know, COVID really hurt a lot of museums.
Yeah.
And gentlemen bought it, and when they were transporting it, they put it on the truck wrong, but the hood came loose.
Ooh.
And they lost the hood.
They lost the hood?
Lost the hood. So he was like, I don't want it. So he put it up for auction without the hood. And, you know, you never sell a car that's not perfect because it doesn't go well. And so I bought it, got the hood, had everything painted, matched, mounted. And now she sits in my collection. Here is the latest project. It's a 1920 Model T Roadster. Went down to Miami. The guy had it in his warehouse, completely apart. The termites had gotten to the wood, and Model Ts are wooden cars. And people don't realize that.
Yeah.
All they have is just a tin shell on them, hence the Tin Lizzies. So I'm in the process now of rebuilding all the wood for it, and then put the tin back on it. The engine's rebuilt. We just rebuilt the suspension system on it. You know, all of this has been taken into the booth in the back, sandblasted and painted. This is my real hobby, doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Behind you is 1953 Willys Overland.
I love Willys.
Yeah, so does my wife. And this is a very sore subject because she wants me to finish it. And I'm like 60, 70% of the way done. You know, the engine's all there, the whole 4-wheel drive, everything. I just got to finish it.
Man, they do not make cars and trucks like this anymore.
And those are all Model T parts there on the table. It's like every nook and cranny, I stick something. This one's a 1928 Ford Model A, first year for it, early production, original paint. Mostly everything on it's still original. It's got a little over 7,000 miles on it.
I have never seen one with original paint.
Yeah, you can see. It's been touched up. It has cracks, but it's as I said, mostly original.
Oops.
It's got a Mitchell overdrive in it because I had to put that in to keep up with traffic. I drive this on a fairly regular basis. Took it down to South St. Pete yesterday.
Wow. First year of the Model A.
It's got,
You see that front.
yeah. Now you can see the paint's in really tough shape, but it can only be original once.
Yep, that's what Jay Leno says. It's only original once.
Our youngest was working on this. He was killed in the line of duty.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I found out about it. I was coming out of the parts store. He was due to come home that night. He was out in Texas, and I was leaving the parts store with parts for the carburetor for it. We were going to work on it. And so I just haven't brought myself to do any more with it. In 1959, they were selling groceries in it, vegetables. They tore out the interior and then loaded all the vegetables inside, and the guy would drive around selling them.
Wow.
So another project I still have to finish. Okay, this is a 1917 Model T Touring. She's all original.
Wow.
And yes, she does drive. We take her out on a regular basis. Had her out last Saturday for a ride. She'll do about 35 mile an hour. 40, she's starting to scream. $19.19. This is actually a Model TT. It's a truck.
Ah.
The story behind this one, my neighbor across the street's grandpa used to deliver milk in this truck.
No kidding.
When Grandpa died, he inherited the truck. And he came to me, he says, "You got Model Ts?" I said, "Yeah." He says, I gotta sell my grandpa's truck. He says, "But I don't want to just sell it. I want somebody that's going to appreciate it, somebody that collects." So we have it here. We haven't done anything with it. It's going to be done after the 20. It needs a little bit of TLC, but not too bad. Everything looks intact.
Well, it's rare to find a pickup, isn't it?
Yeah, this isn't actually a pickup truck. This is a TT. What they did was they sold it with the frame, the fenders, steering column, and gas tank. And then there was companies that built the wood, or you could build it yourself. But they got bigger radiators, bigger wheels on them. They're just a little bit different than a normal T. Here's my 59, and this one, dirt. Everything.
Hey,
It's the
out
bane
in
of
the
my
country.
existence.
It's a ranch truck.
You can see 350, 390 horse Corvette engine in it.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a sweetheart. Yeah, we pick up so much dust. We go by so you can see the too much junk. If you kind of squeeze through there, you can See the interior. Let me just move this out of the way completely.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's fun to drive. She gets up and gets right out of her own way. And then this one, I borrowed the wheel off it. We were going on a tour, so I grabbed it as a spare in case someone needed one. This is a 1922, and it started off its life as a touring, like the one next door.
Right.
And what was extremely common back then was when the car started wearing out, they'd pull the back off of it because it splits right here, and they would turn it into a utility type vehicle. And that's what this one became. It's extremely unique in that it's got a dump bed on it.
Wow.
But the really cool thing about it, this was a 5-generation truck. The original owners, stayed in the family for 5 generations. If you go down at Tarpon Springs, all the mansions that were around the bayou, all their lumber was hauled in, all the decorative lumber was hauled in this truck.
Wow.
That's what the great-great-grandpa did.
It's not a very big truck to haul lumber in.
Yeah, I think they strapped it down, but it was Hoffman Sawmill.
Wow.
So that's the story on that. And then back this way, step up in there and
I think I can get it all right from here.
that's a 1923 Boyer fire engine. We believe it is the last of its kind.
Wow.
Yes, it runs. Horns, everything works on it. It's what they call a chemical truck. Put acid in the small tank, caustic in the big tank. The two react, create foam, and shoots out the hose.
Awesome.
And that's everything we have on property. That's my humble collection.
Thank you very much, John.
Yeah.
Really
Thanks for coming out
appreciate
to
you
the ranch and
inviting us out. And
yeah.
you have a wonderful place.
Thank you.
I would love to find some property out this way. Yeah. It's quiet. All you hear is the wildlife.
Well, behind us, that's a 880-acre nature preserve.
Nice.
Yeah, so we don't have any neighbors or anything. All we have is the wild animals jumping the fence coming in.
Quiet. Thanks.